Alright, so we're taking Phoenix in for her first service call. Here she is right here. And she has like a little leak right in this area here. So whenever we get like a car wash, the water comes right into here. We also have an issue where the main screen, the main touchscreen, freezes every once in a while for no reason at all. And another issue I have too, I'm gonna have them look at, is the sensor right here, the sensor cover. See how this kind of pops in there like that? So we gotta see why that's doing that. So we our closest service area is Tesla Service Center is in Toronto, Canada. We're in Buffalo, New York area, so we're going to drive up there. So here's a little chronicle of our first service call. Hopefully, I mean, not very many more, but our first service call and our drive up to Toronto. So here we go. Crossing the bridge into Canada. Lewiston Queenston Bridge. Right, that's the one we're on. It's miserable out today. It's raining and gloomy. Going to drop Phoenix off. Going to drop Phoenix off at our Tesla Service Center in Toronto. We're still on the Queenston Lewiston Bridge to go to Canada. I'm not sure what's happening, but stop and go traffic like crazy. I'm definitely letting Autopilot manage this for me, which is awesome. But you can see it's jam-packed in here. And I mean, again, it's still a pain in the butt to have to wait to get over, but now I'm having a really good conversation with my beautiful wife, which is over there. Say hello, wife. And but the car is actually going for me. There she goes. She's going to the next stop. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, once we get on the road on the QEW, I'll go ahead and roll some more film. All right, so I'm back, and you would think that we're in Canada. Not the case. We literally been sitting on this bridge waiting to get into Canada for about an hour. Our appointment is at 10 o'clock. And if you look at the clock, it is 9:27. We're not gonna get there till 11:05. I had to call them and make sure it's okay for us to be a little late when we get there. So if you can see right here, like we're almost there. You can see it in the distance. There is the border. I can go across it. I don't know if they're strip searching people or what's going on, but we've been across to Canada several times, never had to wait this long, so we'll find out here in a minute. Maybe we'll videotape them too. I don't know if we'll get in trouble if I videotape them. Want me to videotape them? No. I probably will.
No.
We'll see what happens. Alright, talk to you in a little bit. Hopefully when I come back, we'll be on our way to Canada. Like on our way to Toronto. Or we might just be here another hour, so I'll really be pissed. Yeah. Alright, so we're driving in on the QEW now. And I thought maybe the car would change its formats, the units, like the kilometers an hour, I'm sorry. And it didn't. So we are autopiloting right now. I'm gonna wait till we get around this curve before I show you guys how to change that. Yeah, I do trust autopilot, but when we're going around, you know, corners that are kind of like, not to say super sharp, but it's sharp enough, I like to want to make sure that we're holding on to the wheel. Once we get around this corner, I'll show you how to change the formats. A long ass corner. Alright. So inside of your controls here, you're going to go to settings, and then you go to units and format, and all you do is just flop it over, you know, to miles or kilometers. So we're in kilometers, obviously. You want to make sure you're doing the speed limit in Canada. So that's a small little look into where we're at. As we get closer to Toronto, I'll play some more video.
Funny.
More QEW driving on autopilot. We're caught up on a bunch of traffic up there, but nothing the autopilot can't handle. and we're about 52 kilometers from getting Phoenix serviced. First service ever for our car, Phoenix. We're excited. Not excited for service, but just excited to get it up there and get it looked at and have any of the issues taken care of. So I'll go ahead and roll film a little bit here so you can watch a little bit of the traffic kind of bob and weave in between us. Okay. So my baby's going in for service. And they're putting us in a Tesla rental, or I was hoping they would give us the X. Would be cool, but they're not going to. I'll probably just get a Model S. All right, so we're on the QEW going back to Buffalo. Stop and go traffic, and the Tesla that I have for a loaner does not have autopilot or adaptive cruise control. So it kind of sucks. Now I gotta drive like a normal human being. The car itself is still beautiful. I mean, it still has all the other cool features and stuff like that, but no autopilot. So here's a little peek in of where we're at. Very, very packed here. So we are still on our way back to Buffalo. I'm not sure what's going on in Toronto, like if everybody decided to go to Toronto or something like that. But we've literally been in traffic for about an hour and a half now. And this is how our commute's been going. No autopilot. No adaptive cruise control. And one tired wifey driving. I'm not sure, like we've passed by several accidents already, but this is ridiculous. I've never seen traffic like this in my life.
Oh, this is bad.
We've probably been driving, I mean, we still got what, 130 kilometers to go. And
we haven't hit the bridge yet.
If this traffic goes all the way to the bridge like this, we probably won't go until 8 o'clock at night, and we got on here like at 1. It's 3 o'clock right now. It's crazy. So I would avoid Toronto at all costs on a Saturday. Unbelievable. But we're driving a Tesla, so that's good news. Alright. We will see you later. Alright, so we just got back from our Tesla service call, or whatever you want to call it. Took our car in for service. They gave us this Tesla Model S 85 back-wheel drive Tesla. So you can see it's got the older nose cone. I named it Kermit because it is green. Still a beautiful car, but you can see it's got the old, like down here, it's got the old black trim, and back here the diffuser as well is all black here on the diffuser side. But this one here actually doesn't have autopilot. So we get inside of here. If you look down here, there's no console. So obviously I've never owned a Tesla before other than the one I have. And the one I have came with the console default, so I'm assuming that this must have been an option you could buy on the Tesla when you purchased it. So this has got gray leather seats, which I didn't even know were available. And it's got gray on black here, probably accenting. It's got the tan top here. So because it didn't have autopilot, there's like no features. Like if you go into settings here, controls and settings, there's nothing for like driver assist features in here whatsoever. And it's kind of weird too, because like the actual steering column's a little bit different. This looks a little different than the new style. And then obviously down back here, if you can see, this is the cruise control stock. It's not adaptive cruise control as far as I know, it's just cruise control.
and this is the blinker down here, right, and your windshield wiper. So when I was driving back from Toronto, I was actually, because this stock here is up here in the new one, and this was down below. So I was actually doing like trying to blinker using this every once in a while. It's kind of messing me up, but so other than that, not too many more differences. I do miss my autopilot features and adaptive cruise control and being able to park by itself and all that good stuff. But heck, I got a loaner as a Tesla. I was happy. I was trying to convince him to give me a Model X, but that will never happen because they're so rare nowadays. So we can take a look at the front. In my Model S, because it's dual motor, there is barely any space. In this one, all types of space. And you've probably seen the videos on other channels. Obviously it goes all the way back in there. So quite a bit of space in here. So there it is. This is Kermit. It's a Model S 85. Here's the back of it. And we're going to take her back in a couple days to pick up our car. Our car, which we named Phoenix, basically has an issue with leakage. And what was happening is over here in the window, in this little triangle right here, it wasn't sealing or something was nicked or whatever, but as we were getting the car washed, the water was just squirting in through here and dripping down through. So they're gonna do something with this area. Hopefully they get that fixed for us. And then we have there's a sensor that this doesn't have here, but there's a sensor here on the newer car back behind here that was like off. I don't know if during our road trip if it got knocked off. And then lastly, our center console kept on freezing and we had to keep rebooting it, so I'm not sure what they're going to do here with that. But the back of this looks exactly the same as ours. I mean, you got the huge space underneath here and all the goodies here, all the space here, and the two side areas you got space as well. So let's take a look at the back seat. I think it's closed itself too. I don't have that feature. Let's try it. There it goes. Cool. Yeah, I wish I would have got that feature on ours. Automatically closes itself. And then lastly, I mean, the back seat is identical to ours too. It's just all gray leather, or fake leather, we want to call it. So all right, this is the 85 Tesla Model S 85. Not a bad ride. All right, until next time. Oh, if you like Tesla Tim, please subscribe.